Have you ever faced a giant in your life? I don't mean a 10-foot tall behemoth, but something that feels just as big. A challenge at work that seems impossible, a personal fear that paralyzes you, or a hurdle in your life that you just can't see a way around. We all have our giants, these overwhelming obstacles that make us feel small, weak, and utterly terrified. It's a universal human experience to stand at the foot of a mountain and wonder if we have what it takes to even begin the climb. We look at our own resources, our own strength, and we come up short. The giant just seems too big, too strong, too powerful. There's a powerful story from ancient times that speaks directly to this feeling. It's the story of an entire nation, an army of seasoned soldiers, who were frozen in fear by one single giant. His name was Goliath. Day after day, for 40 days, this champion warrior would come out and mock them. He was huge, covered in bronze armor, carrying a spear that was thicker than a weaver's beam. He'd shout, taunt, and challenge them to send out one man to fight him. And day after day, the entire army, from the king down to the newest recruit, would just tremble. They saw his size, they heard his threats, and they were completely and totally defeated before a single blow was even struck. Their giant had conquered them with fear alone, but then someone showed up who saw things differently. He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't big or strong or experienced in battle. He was a young shepherd boy named David, sent by his father to bring food to his older brothers on the front lines. When David arrived, he heard Goliath's taunts and saw the army's fear, and he was genuinely confused. He asked, who is this guy that he should defy the armies of the living God? You see, while everyone else was focused on the size of the giant, David was focused on the size of his God. His perspective was completely different. The soldiers saw an unbeatable enemy. David saw a temporary problem standing in the way of an all-powerful God. Of course, everyone thought he was crazy. His own brother accused him of being arrogant. The king Saul looked at him and said, you can't go fight him, you're just a boy. But David had a quiet confidence. He didn't have a military record, but he had a track record of faithfulness. He told the king, when a lion or a bear came and took a sheep from the flock, I went after it, struck it, and rescued the sheep. The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this giant. David wasn't trusting in his own ability. He was trusting in God's proven ability to save. He had faced his own smaller giants in the shepherd's field, and he knew where his help came from. So the king reluctantly agreed. They tried to put the king's own heavy armor on David, but it was clunky and unfamiliar. He couldn't even walk in it, so David took it off. He wasn't going to fight this battle someone else's way. He was going to fight it his way. He walked down to the stream, picked up 5 smooth stones, and put them in his shepherd's bag. That was it. No sword, no armor, just a sling and 5 small stones. When Goliath saw him coming, he laughed. He was insulted. Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks? He bellowed. But David's reply is one of the most powerful declarations of faith ever spoken. He said, you come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This is the core of the entire story. Courage isn't about the absence of fear, and it's certainly not about your own size or strength. Courage is about sight. It's about what you choose to focus on. Goliath focused on his own power. The Israelite army focused on Goliath's power, but David focused on God's power. He saw the situation through the lens of faith, not the lens of fear. In that moment, David slung one of those smooth stones. It flew through the air and struck the giant right on the forehead, the one tiny spot not covered by his helmet. And the giant, the unbeatable, terrifying giant, fell face down on the ground. A shepherd boy with a sling and a stone did what an entire army couldn't do, all because he had a different perspective. So what's the giant in your life today? What challenge is mocking you, making you feel small and defeated? Is it a financial struggle? A difficult relationship? A health issue? An addiction? Whatever it is, the story of David and Goliath teaches us a crucial lesson. The size of your giant is irrelevant when compared to the power you can tap into. Your faith doesn't need to be massive. It just needs to be aimed in the right direction. David's faith was simple, like a small stone, but it was aimed directly at the power of God. When you face your giant, don't measure its height. Instead, look up. Remember where your true strength comes from. Take that small step of faith, aim it true, and watch the giants in your life begin to fall. Thanks so much for watching. If this story encouraged you today, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.